My lord, my lady, and gentlemen, Her Excellency, Theodora Bryennissa, known as Treannah. Service is a lot like dancing. It requires that one have pacing and follow the right steps when done properly. It requires that one can follow as a deputy or lead like a vox regent. Service, like dance, should be performed with poise and grace under pressure, like she who is known as Treannah. And like dancing, service should feel as natural to those who perform it as tassels of a dancer are as natural as feathers to a bird. Her Excellency, Theodora, comes forward to answer the question put forth by the tiger throne.
Welcome. We sent you away to think and hear advice. And before we continue, there are some things that need to be taken care of, and there are some things that I need to hear.
Their Majesties call before them Master Rowan Cloutworthy.
My protege. Today is the end of our time together. 10 years ago, you became my student. 5 years ago, my protege. Today, you are recognized as my student. The last 10 years with you has made me a better teacher, a better peer, a better friend, and a better person. And now it is time to take your place among you. You have something that belongs to me. I asked your husband to stand beside you and support you and belt you. And you're going to ask him to take your belt from you now. That which was once mine is now yours, to pass on to your proteges, should you take them before. So please sit. Please take your comfort. As you prepare to stand as a peer and equal to any other peer within our society, I would hear from those that you will stand amongst of your virtues and the justice that we do today. Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry that will speak for this candidate?
That honor is mine. I, Sir Tanaka, will speak for this candidate. Your Majesties, thank you for this. Treannah, thank you for this.
Thank you.
As a member of the chivalry, we have this idea that arms are what are important and that define us. When in reality, it's what we do for the society that defines us. And that is the soul. What you do. In many ways, it's more important than the ability to bear a sword or a spear. Because this doesn't happen unless someone does. This doesn't happen unless someone takes their time, their effort, their passion to make this community happen. And you have more than displayed time and time again that you have the passion and the will to make this prosper. I thank you for that. And you have always been an example to me of what service and a Pelican means. Your Majesties.
Sure.
Yeah.
What kind and wise words for the member of the chivalry. Is there someone from the Order of the Laurel who would like to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty, I am grateful for the opportunity to speak for my friend today. Thank you. My name is Contessa Vienna de la Mare, and I am a member of the Order of the Laurel and of the Rose, and I will speak on behalf of my friend. Art is passionate. At its core, it is creation and imagination. It is inspiration. It is powerful with the ability to soften the hardest of hearts. It is abundance, truth, and knowledge with an intent to share. Without art, life is boring and regimented. Creativity is a winding path, and life too is a winding path. And I have known Treannah for decades, and we have traveled the same path for a long, long time. We began our friendship before the SCA was on either of our horizons. And today, I'm going to speak about her art, because it is not an idea. It is a visual and audible creative action. And artists, by their very nature, are people of action. You only get there by doing. As an artist, Treannah has done so much for our great kingdom. She gives freely of her gifts of heraldry and dance. She weaves magic into the tales of court so that someone who is not there would feel as though they really and truly were and be inspired. She had a way with ordering court so the natural flow never felt forced. She is good and kind and always willing to teach, be it dance or voice heraldry, or to hold someone's hand. These are all aspects that the Laurels value greatly. Your Majesties, this woman, Treannah, has always been my peer, and I am grateful for you both for recognizing her as such today.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Skillful words, well spoken. Is there a member of the Order of the Rose that would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty, I claim that honor. I am Justice Kenneth Stewart, member of the Pelican and the Lady of the Rose. I met Treannah during our first reign when she was volunteered to help be our herald. It was one of the best relationships that I formed during that tenure. When we decided to do it again, and we had a summer reign, I knew exactly who we wanted to be our herald for a summer reign. We knew that it would be taxing on us. We knew that it would be fast and furious, and we had no doubt whatsoever that Treannah could keep up with what we needed to do to have a war reign. She stood stride for stride with both Gregor and I during that reign. Her comportment during many fast and furious courts and often many last-minute awards, she was able to keep up with us and keep ahead of us on keeping us organized, the whole time maintaining an excellent professional comportment And I have gained a true friendship out of that relationship with her, and I'm so happy she is my Donatary and that I am her Rose. I will always be here for you, and I am so happy today, Your Majesty, that you have accepted her to be welcomed into our order of the Pelican.
Very good words indeed. Thank you, Your Grace. They are very inspirational. Is there someone from the Master of Defense who would like to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, I, Master Orlando Sforza, member of the Order of Defense, Baron of Setmore Swamp, would claim that honor by your will. The Order of Defense respects skill and grace in all aspects of life. And just as a swordsman does with blades, so does Baroness Theodora Bryennissa call Treannah with words. With deft agility, she wields words, whether to memorialize on scrolls or to ring out in declaration in court. With a voice like booming thunder and a wit like hammered lightning, she rings royal proclamations in our ears and sends our souls soaring. But these words I speak refer to Treannah the legend. This is how she stands in triumph. The true mark of a peer is how one stands in defeat. And Treannah stands tall in any situation. I have known few who have dealt with disappointment with such grace and determination as she. Not only does she extend an amicable hand to her rivals, but she commits herself fully to helping them. When Treannah took on the task of autocrating the mudthorn investiture of Baron Jonathan and Baroness Teresa, I knew she was the stuff of Pelican. I knew then, as I always knew, that she is my peer. Your Majesties, I ask that you acknowledge this truth.
Thank you. Soaring words indicate how high you can go and the faith that will carry you there. Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican that would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, may I address the populace?
Please.
My name is Ismay Delin, and it is my privilege to speak for this candidate's service. Started already. There are many jobs that need to be done in our society to make our society what it is. We run events and meetings, track money and memberships, teach classes, and run events. Many of these jobs have modern counterpoints. They are easy to define and identify. Other jobs are harder to understand if you aren't directly involved, and voice heraldry is one of them. As Baroness, it was my privilege to learn that the most important parts of voice heraldry happen long before processions and opening courts. There are countless hours of organizing, preparation, gathering materials and information, all of which can change multiple times during the course of an event. It is the voice herald's job to make sure all the details are seen so that people they serve can be confident in doing the thing that people fear the most: public speaking. When done well, no one in the audience will know what they do. But that's because a good voice herald shines a spotlight on everyone but themselves. Over the last 10 years, Theodora has been that spotlight. She has helped our royals shine, and they in turn have been able to hold the countless members of the great Eastern Kingdom up into the light. For these and so many other reasons, She is and always will be my peer.
Thank you for those words. They are most heartfelt and deserving for this candidate. Audrey, if you please invite the order in now.
Their Majesties call before them their companions to the Order of the Pelican.
Having heard what others think of you, the esteem that you have earned, surrounded by the order, we have tasked you with a question. You were to return to us with an answer.
I most humbly accept this honor.
An acceptable answer having been heard, we would have you adorned so that others would know of what has happened here today. Is there a medallion?
Your Majesties, there are two. The first is handcrafted by Master Mwyn McManane and myself as the chain.
And the second?
If I may. Majesties, Lowworthy Manor is a small household, and we are going to start a tradition of the household medallion. Treannah already bears my silver crest. Today I pass on to you my Pelican medallion. Keep in the household this Lowworthy Manor medallion.
The start of a legacy. Is there a pala?
Yes, Your Majesty. This pala was made by Contessa Theodora de la Mare, and I get the honor to wrap it on my sister. So everyone can see.
Adorned with the outward trappings of your rank, the time has come to ask if you would offer an oath.
I would.
I, Theodora Bryennissa, known to many simply as Treannah, swear in good faith and without deception that with my words and actions shall I always endeavor to work for the greater good of all those who call the East home, and to always use my skills and knowledge to enrich the kingdom and the society. Further, I dedicate myself to working to lead by example, to defend those who are in need, to serve where I am needed, to offer carefully considered counsel, to stand my ground when it is important to do so, and to give way gracefully when it is the right thing to do, to keep courtesy and kindness in mind, and to always be worthy of the title of Pelican. On this day of my elevation to the Order of the Pelican, and on all day forward, do I so swear.
I, Alberic, hear your words and know them to be true and honorable. I, Tyndall, offer you our protection, our ear for counsel, that we may hear the voice that has served this kingdom so well, that we have complete trust in you. In times of war, in times of peace, you have a place in our heart and a place in our heart. Until the crowds pass from our heads or the world ends, so say I, Eldrick, and I, Tyndall, consuls ease.
Μεγαστήνδαλ και Αλβέριφος, υπάτη και αυτοκράτορες της Ανατολής προσάπαντες αυτών υπηκών, υπουργών και αυλικών. Ρέων ο χρόνος ακάθεκτα και αήτη κινούμενος παρασύρει και απειλίως παραφέρειν πάντα τα εμγενέση και εσβηθή αφανίας. Αίτιουν καθήκον εστί των μοναρχών, όπως έρημα καρτερότατον γίνεται το του χρόνου ρεύματι, δια της διαφυλάξεως των αξιών, αρετών και αγαθών πράξεων των αυτών υπηκών, δια της απονομής απανταχουσών. Εμείς δε, δια τους λόγους αυτούς, βουλόμεθα διατίστε ημών της γραφής, τας πράξεις αφηγήσαστε της λίαν φιλτάτης ημών, βαρώνης Θεοδόρας Μπριεννήσης, της επικαλουμένης Τριαννής, όπως σε εξής γενναίες εμπνευστήσονται υπό του αυτής παραδείγματος. Ουδέποτε έφερε μη συμπονουμένη επίσης τη βασιλεία και του συμφερόντος αυτή, αντεχομένη και του κοινού, της αυτοκρατορικής μεναυλής, όπως δε και απάντων των ημών υπηκόων. Το πνεύμα υπηρεσίας ταύτο πολλάκις εξεδηλώθη, δια της απάντων συμπεριλαμβανομένης εμπειρίας αυτής, ως εραλδού και κήρυκος, δημοσίως μενούσα η φωνή ημών, επί των αυτοκρατορικών αυλικών τελετουργικών, όπως δε εις τα αρχεία της εραλδικής διαχειρήσεως και επιπροσθέτως, έχομεν ωφεληθεί τα μάλα παρά της αυτής αποτελεσματικής επιτροπής, ευαριθμήτων εκ των μεγίστων ημών εορτών, ουδέποτε δε έφερε διστάζουσα, όπως μοιραστεί τα ποικίλας αυτής γνώσης, μεθετέρων των ημών υπηκών, ανεξαρτήτως τάξεως. Διορίζεται ούν η βασιλεία ημών καθαρός, ως περί των όπων απολάβετε άπαντα τα προνόμια μέλους, του πλέον ενδόξου ημών τάγματος του Πελεκάνου, ως δε και μία σωμοτήμου τυφλούχου του βασιλείου της Ανατολής. Δια της απανταχούσης, παραχωρούμενης αυτήν των εξής θεών. Επί λευκού θύσανο και επί της κορυφής κυματοειδής ταινία κιανή, μέλαν περιθώριο. Όπως η μεν γραμματεία της φραγίδας του Τίγρεως, όπως δε και ο εραλδός της Βρυγανδίας, ον τοποτηρητής τίτλων και αξιωμάτων, αρχιοθετήσωση και διατηρήσωση την απανταχούσαν, ως ούτε ευθύνην ούτε νητιναούν ανάκρισιν υποπτεύσιμην ή στο μετέπειτα παροτινωσούν των απάντων, ως αυτή απολαβεί σε άπαντα τα προαναφερθέντα προνόμια. Ούτως μαρτυρήσατε τα υπογραφάς τιμών, ως δε και την αυτοκρατορική βούλαν, σήμερα, την 15η κατά μήναν Ιούνιον, έτος κτίσεως κόσμο 7.429, 14ης επινεμήσεως και το 56ο έτος του Συλλόγου.
Magnus Tyndall and Alberic, consuls and autocrators of the East, to all their court, ministers, and subjects. Time, in its irresistible and ceaseless flow, carries along on its flood all things, and threatens to drown them in the depths of obscurity. Therefore, it is the duty of monarchs to form a bulwark against the stream of time by preserving in open letters the virtues and noble deeds of their subjects. We, for these reasons, intend in this writing to recount the good works of our well-beloved Baroness Theodora Bryennissa, called Treannah, that the coming generations might be inspired by her example. For never has she borne to be dissociated from the work of the realm and from its interesting herself in the welfare of our imperial court, as well that of all our subjects. This spirit of service has been manifest in her ripe experience as herald, both heraldic administration and further, and publicly as our voice in our imperial court, as well as in the chanceries of heraldic administration, and further we have greatly benefited by her efficient stewardship of several of our most notable festivals, nor has she hesitated to share her experience of diverse subjects with our people of every station. Now, therefore, we decree explicitly that in virtue of these matters, that she shall enjoy the dignity of a companion of our most illustrious order of the Pelican, and that of a peer of our empire of the East, that we bestow upon her by these patent letters the arms, argent, a tassel, and a chief engrailed azure within a border sable, and that our tiger clerk of the signet have prepared, and Brigantia, our overseer of dignities, record and preserve these letters, that neither immediately nor in the future shall she ever be called to account or undergo an examination by anyone, in order that she may enjoy the privileges aforesaid. Witness therefore our signatures and the imperial seal, this 15th day of June, in the 14th indiction, being the 7,529th year of creation, or the 56th of the society. Words by Master Stefan of Silverwing. Translation to Greek provided by Maestrina Margreta Lofauvel. Calligraphy and illumination by Lady Emmeline Lachaussier.
So if I may present to you for the first time, this is Theodora called Treannah.
For Maestrina Treannah, newest companion to the Order of the Pelican.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Please do. I don't want to cry on it.